Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing some tricks and tips on how to create a larger, brighter looking eye. I already went ahead and did this eye just so you can kind of see a comparison of, how bright and large this eye actually looks compared to this. So these are super simple tricks and they're suitable for any eye shape. Any eye look you can kind of incorporate some of these tips into. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I want this to be a shorter video, so I'm going to start with a white eyeliner, and what I'm going to do is kind of use this as a base, like as a primer, and I'm going to apply this all over the lid. Well, up to about the crease. I don't want it going all the way up. And I'm going to take it into the corner of the eye, underneath the eye, and even under it. And kind of just take my finger and blend that out. And at the corner of the eye too, I'm going to kind of do 3 little lines, one coming straight out, one up, and one down, kind of creating like a triangle, and blend that out. This will open up the corners of the eye and keep it from being closed in, which will make you have smaller looking eyes. And then I'm going to take the same eyeliner and do a very fine line under the brow. A quite sharp line too. I'm just going to take the tip of my finger and blend that. If you get it a little bit on your eyebrow, you can kind of go over that with a pencil or powder and fix it. Next, I'm going to take my Victoria's Secret Heavenly Eyes palette. I love this palette. And I'm going to be using these 2 colors, which is like a golden honey color and a pearly white color, and they're very shiny, and also this darker color for the crease, which is also a shimmering brown, but it will work for what we're trying to do. Usually you would use a matte color in the crease, but for this look I'm going to stick with the shimmer. I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush, taking the gold color. You could also use a peach tone for this kind of look, which would work beautifully too, but I like to stick with more of a yellow base. I feel like it brings more of, I don't know, a glowing look to my eye, personally. I have like a hazily color eye, like a green-blue eye, so yellow works good. Just putting that on. Then I'm going to take the brown color on a very small, like detailing soft bristle brush, and to make rounder eyes you're gonna keep the highest point at the middle of your eye. So we're not creating a cat eye. We're gonna keep this the highest point and come down in an arc. And I have hooded eyes, so I'm kind of creating new socket other than going, instead of going into my actual crease, because then you wouldn't be able to see it. So this look is really good for hooded eyes too, because it'll open and make your eye look bigger. Then I'm just going to take like a fluffy brush. This is a Real Techniques, excuse me. Which one is this? Base shadow brush. I used this in my last tutorial. And gently buff. And I didn't bring it in close to the center of the eye because I don't want to close off that portion of my eye either. It'll make it look smaller and closer set than I would want. And I'm just going to use the tip of my finger to kind of blend. Fingers are the best makeup tools ever. Just like that, because it's going to be kind of subtle. Then I'm going to take a my Real Techniques accent brush, and I'm going to take the pearly white color, and I'm going to concentrate this on the corners of my eye, really packing on the color and bringing it under a bit. I also put it kind of up here close to my nose and under my brow to create more of a lift and separation from my nose and my eye. Make them look farther apart. And you can, if you want, also take it to the corner where you put the white in the first place, kind of creating like a V or a C shape from underneath the brow to the corner of the eye. And also taking it a little bit above the brow, lifting the arc, highlighting it. Just going to soften it with my fingers just a little bit. And I'm going to also pad the pearly white color right in the center of the eye, which will make it look more rounded as well. Okay, I got cut off for a second. My phone was ringing. So I'm going to kind of start wherever I was. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take like a matte brown, you could use black if you wanted, but a matte brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to take a flat eyeliner brush and put that on the tip of the brush. And because we're opening up the eye and stuff, I'm not going to do an actual eyeliner. I'm actually going to do tight lining, which is applying eyeliner, or in this case I'm using eyeshadow for more of a softer look underneath the eyelashes. So you kind of lift up and wiggle and press into the lashes with the color. So I'm really going to press that in. And this is great for hooded eyes because people with hooded eyes, they don't have a lot of lid showing, so you kind of want to utilize the lid for, you know, your brighter colors and stuff, and stay away from closing off the eye. Okay, so then my next tip is super cool. I love this tip. I don't see it being used a lot. I think it scares some people, but I love it, and I'm going to share it with you. And that is, instead of using brown or black on the bottom of your lid, of your eyelashes, use a blue. I'm using this color right here. It's kind of like a cobalt navy in between color. So I'm going to take that same eyeliner brush. I don't know if you can see. I feel like I lost my lighting, and I'm just going to wipe it off on a tissue. Wipe off that brown. Put it on the brush. And instead of placing this right on the lash line, you're actually going to bring it down just a little bit to make the lash line look like it's farther down, making the eye look larger. So I'm going to do that and just kind of blend that in. Now it looks a little stark and harsh, but I'm going to blend it a little bit more. And I'm only taking it about halfway in, creating a little bit of roundness in the center of the eye. Then I'm going to take that same smudge brush that I used with the pearly white. It's actually an accent brush. I always call it a smudge brush. And really smudge it out. I think it's because I use it for smudging a lot. So in my mind, it's a smudge brush. And of course my fingers, just to kind of touch it up a little bit. And the reason we use blue, and I didn't explain this a second ago, is that blue makes white stand out more, and it also kind of counteracts redness. So it'll make the whites of your eyes brighter, making your eyes look larger, and kind of distract the attention away from any red veins and stuff that are in your eyes. So that is why I use the blue. And then what you're going to do is take that same white eyeliner and put that on the rim of your eyes, your waterline. Oops, slipping it out there. And really working that in. It helps me to kind of actually soften up the liner on the back of my hand. And then apply it. I feel like it goes on better. Just really work that in. Like so. And, of course, I'm just going to touch it up just a little bit. Taking that white, again, popping it in the center. Just using my finger. And in the crease, in the corner. Bringing it kind of into the blue. And then the most important part is to curl your lashes. Curling your lashes really does make your eyes just pop, I think. So I'm going to curl those. Sorry if this looks a little freaky. And then apply some mascara. My favorite mascara at the moment, I am really loving it, is the Too Faced LashGasm mascara. This is great for people with small eyes and small lashes. The brush is just really kind of thin, but it defines the lashes really well. It makes them very long. So when you're doing this look, you want to focus and concentrate the mascara in the center of the eye to really make it look rounder. And then kind of spread it out the rest of the way. It's kind of spreading in the corners and then lifting in the center. I'm also going to put it on the bottom, but instead of taking it completely to the root of the lashes, I'm going to do it on the ends. That way we're not creating a lash line closer than we want to, because remember, we are making the illusion that the eye is actually bigger than it is. So really kind of wiggling it on the ends of the eyelashes. And of course concentrating in the center like we did on the top. And I'm going to go back and do a second coat. Just really get them as black as possible and long as possible. Lashes are like the most amazing thing ever. I want to get like actual eyelash extensions, but there's like no place here to do that, so who knows if I'll ever get it done. Alright, now I feel like these are longer than these. These have dried for a while, so might not go on as thick. I have like this wicked curse that I can never get mascara on my lashes without getting it on my eyelid. Alright, and of course I always go in and touch up. Once the whole look is together, you can really kind of see where you want some more brightness or what ifs. Okay, so that is how I make my eyes just really pop and look big. You can also use like a highlighter on your face underneath your eyes. I did that with some concealer, but like an actual brightener works great for that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or some ideas for some tutorials you might like to see, just leave a comment below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thanks guys. Have a good day.